Rand Paul and his lovely wife Kelly with us. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you with us for the first time, I'm Joan Leone, President of the Republican Women of San Francisco and Vice Chair of events for the San Francisco Republican Party. It's a pleasure to welcome you to the historic San Francisco Italian Athletic Club and to thank you for joining us this evening. John is over having on the Laura Ingraham show right this moment.
So Senator Paul has been a supporter of the Tea Party movement, among other things. He describes himself as a constitutional conservative. He shares some of my views that our surveillance state is particularly pernicious and requires Republicans to really lead the way to cut that back. He's a supporter of term limits, the balanced budget amendment, the Read the Bills Act, and he is in favor of widespread reduction of federal spending and taxation, believes in a flat rate. I'll let him tell you more about what he supports, but we are here to hear him. Now, John gave his apologies. Actually, the backstory is I was supposed to be on Laura's show tonight, and I saw that Laura retweeted John's video clip regarding the attacks by Antifa. As an aside, I'm really glad that we don't have Antifa here tonight. Senator Paul, among other things, has of course had his share of experience with critics on the left. I'll just leave it at that. But anyway, Laura was very excited to be introduced to John and insisted that he be on the show tonight. And so John is there, and I know the senator would love to come up and share his views. And Senator Paul, without further ado, I'm going to ask you to join me.
What they're for is what they've been force-fed in the government schools. They've been force-fed this idea that if Johnny's not very fast, we should still give him a trophy for track. If Susie can't spell, we should still pass her along and say she's a great student because we need to make sure she has self-esteem. It's not about merit, it's not about success, it's not about teaching people that the only self-esteem you ever have you get from work. That doesn't mean everybody's going to be a stable genius like the president. Not everybody can be that. But there's all different levels. We've all got a place, you know? But the thing is you get your self-esteem through work. Nobody can give you your self-esteem. And I don't care whether you are serving the food, cleaning this place, or whether you're a rocket scientist, you get your self-esteem from work. The other side doesn't get that. And they want to give it away for free. And in the schools, they've been saying, you need justice and fairness. And so these kids come out and have no clue as to how their parents earned enough money to buy their clothes and send them to school and do all this. They just say, well, at school they teach me about fairness. And the only way to be fair is maybe the government should make us fair. Maybe the government should try to make us equal in outcome. And this is one of the points that we make in the book, is that if you want equal outcome, you actually have to treat people unequally. And I think this is part of the answer as to what we should talk about with kids. Kids don't care about balanced budgets or taxes. You pay for all their expenses, and they don't make any money, so they don't pay any taxes for a while. So at a young age, they just don't care about this, but they do care about sort of the idea of fairness or justice. So here's something that I think we should try to remind them about socialism. If I give you all $1,000 and you leave and you come back in 10 minutes, some of you will already have traded some of your money for something else and you'll come back with a different amount. If you come back in a week or a month, some of you have 10,000, some of you have no money. It'll be distributed because people obey trade. Some people have been better at trading. Some people had a great idea and more people gave their money to that person, but the money won't be equally distributed. But if you want an equal outcome, if you want everybody to have an equal income, and everybody's going to have an equal outcome, you have to treat people unequally.
We may have a break soon. I believe the intention is when John's clip comes on, he may be able to join us on the screen here. So if I disappear suddenly, it's because I'm getting that cue.
That's how radical liberals treated conservatives trying to clean up the filthy streets of San Francisco earlier this month. And the man you just saw facing down that bearded thug is John Dennis. He's the chairman of the San Francisco GOP, and he's running against House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. John, it's great to see you tonight. Shouldn't the police be arresting that guy?
Well, I'm working with the SFPD. They've been very good about it, and we'll just let them do their jobs.
Thank you for being out there. We
Thank you.
really appreciate you.
Thank you. That was fun. Did you see it? Yeah? Isn't that great? So, you know, I actually wear two hats, as you learned there. I'm not only the chairman of the San Francisco Republican Party, and I'm John Dennis. I'm running against Nancy Pelosi. For decades, registration in San Francisco has been going down. Obviously, and as the Republicans, the Democrats have gained control, they've moved farther and farther to the left. And this is a town that desperately needs a Republican voice. So I said, I'm going to take on the challenge. We as a party are going to take on the challenge. We're going to register more Republicans. And I'm pleased to say that consistently, we have more Republicans in San Francisco today than we did 6 months ago, and we're going to have more Republicans a year from now. There we go. One last thing. Let me just thank Rand Paul one more time for coming. Nothing in my political life, nothing pleases me more than Rand Paul is in Washington, D.C. Rand Paul has made enormous sacrifices to be a senator, not just for Kentucky, but really for all of us, because what he represents, what he's steeped in, are the ideas of the Enlightenment upon which this country was founded, the great ideas that created a country of individual liberty. It's the greatest gift that we've ever received. And he's the guy who takes that, steeped in it, takes that into every meeting, every interview, and every time he talks to Donald Trump. He takes that in with him. He is a national treasure. Thank you. Our schedule is, we're ahead of schedule, but I say this is a wonderful time for us to sit around and enjoy each other. So enjoy your meals, enjoy all the rest of your table mates, and I'll be around happy to chat with anybody. Thank you.